Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies of a Man once again, and today we're going to be doing another light novel review. Now today's light novel we're going to be reviewing is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon volume 3. This is written by Fujino Omori. It's illustrated by Suzuhito Yasuda. It's published by Yenon. Its genre is fantasy. It's a light novel. It has a anime adaptation and a couple light novel spin-offs, and it has a manga as well. The premise of this volume is that there's this young boy that wants to be an adventurer. That's the overall premise of the story. But in this specific volume, it all kind of comes to a head. The first kind of arc starts to close, basically. We have the big climax of the story in this one. Bell has been growing and growing, and it's time for him to level up. He has to overcome his fears and finally grow, right? And so this is kind of what this volume focuses on, and it was a page turner. It's the shortest one in the series so far, at least that I own, but it was probably one of the best ones. Yeah, I think besides the first one, this is probably the best one. Now, the plot line here is very simple. There's basically 3 components. The first one is Freya is really like psycho in love with Bell. She has this really weird like obsession with him, and she sees his soul essentially, and she thinks it's still cloudy even though it's brilliant, and so she wants him to grow as a way to make the cloudiness in his soul go away so that she can really enjoy looking at it, which is a really weird, creepy kind of thing, but it really works. And so she kind of makes something happen, and then that kind of is the beginning of the book. Then we have this interpersonal tension between Belle, well, because of Belle, but between Hestia and Eyes, and Hestia and Lily from the second volume has essentially is thought to be dead by her familia, and so she's kind of depending on Hestia and Belle and their goodwill while she kind of figures out how she can break free from her familia and join theirs. And because of what happened in the second volume, Hestia is really not into letting Lily be around Belle, but she chooses to because Belle wants to help her, and so she's like, okay, I'll let go of my inability to help, to allow you to be near him out of my love for Belle. And then a similar kind of thing with Eyes. So Eyes and Belle finally meet, and they finally talk, and they start to do training together, because Belle, although he's very naturally gifted, he doesn't have any techniques. He's basically lucking out of it, right? And so she tells him this, and it's with his training, he grows a lot, even though he basically just gets beat to hell every time he's with her. But Hestia doesn't want Eyes to interact with Belle, but she puts aside her differences with her, or her jealousy, so Belle can grow, so Belle can become stronger so that he can achieve his dream. And then we have the big culmination, the big climactic battle, which I don't want to spoil, but it was so good. It was probably like half of the book, and like the whole time I was flipping through pages like crazy. It was amazing. So the plot line was great. The characters are really good. I really enjoy the interpersonal tension. We really get to know a lot more of Eyes, even though she's still like a mysterious, strong woman. She kind of gets humanized a lot, and Belle kind of interacts with her, and we see that they're not really all that different. But to Belle, she's still like this unattainable thing, or person. And that was really fun. I liked some of the other characters that we got to experience stuff with. Lily was pretty interesting. I liked the Loki familia people that we kind of talked with a little bit. We kind of saw them interact with each other. It was pretty fun. They're really like a rowdy crowd, but they're enjoyable, and like they're mostly good people, so it's fun. But yeah, good character work. And then the world building was really great as well. We got to learn a lot about how interpersonal relationships work between interspecies, like how the wolf people are very insular and they don't like interacting with anyone else, and how the humans are all pretty average. The elves are really snotty and like find themselves to be better than everyone. And the Amazons are just kind of like, well, we don't know much about them, but the Amazon characters we do know are very like easygoing. So it was a fun interaction and fun thing to learn about. But the world building in general was not very heavy in this book. We did learn that monsters can learn beyond their natural capacities. It just takes a bit of patience and training and, you know, harsh conditions, kind of. And we also learned that the gods have some special abilities that they can still use that are only allowed during entertainment or for entertainment purposes. Other than that, it's not allowed. And yeah, it was good. The art is still just as amazing as usual. It's really fun. They're kind of stretched out, but it's enjoyable anyways. There was some really good takes. I don't want to show you because it's, you know, I might get copyright strike, but yeah. And what else? There's no fan service in this book. And yeah, I rated this a 5 out of 5. I definitely recommend it. And again, the similar titles that I can think of are Shield Hero and Infinite Dendrogram. And they're not even that similar. They're just kind of the closest things to this that I can think of. But yeah, so if you guys liked my video, please like and subscribe and comment down below. Sorry, this kind of felt like I sped through it and that I didn't really share much information. It's just that 3 books in, it's kind of hard to say anything without spoiling stuff. Although I might change that up the way I do this for later on. And I'm just kind of busy, so I'm kind of doing this quickly. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Please comment down below and like and subscribe. And see you guys later.